Welcome to our high school football officials educational videos. Make the right call. We want to make the right call on the field. Now, sometimes we can have a difference of opinion, and that's okay because some plays aren't always obvious. Some plays are. This week, we're going to look at two plays. We've already seen one. We're going to take a look at the second one here in a minute. And on both of these plays, making the right call, there'd be very little debate on what the right call is because it's pretty clear on these two plays, the foul that occurs. Now, if you haven't picked up on the foul on either of these plays, that's okay. We're going to come back and look at them. But let's talk about the rule and you'll figure it out. We are going to talk about Rule 217.2, blocking below the waist. And that rule states that it's permitted, blocking below the waist, permitted in the free blocking zone when the following criteria are met. All players involved must be on the line of scrimmage and in the zone at the snap. Contact must be in the zone, and the block must be immediate. These requirements go for both offensive and defensive players. And they must meet all this criteria, all these elements to be able to legally block below the waist. If they don't meet one of them, then it's an illegal block below the waist. So we have to be sure they meet all these requirements on every play. Let's come back and look at the very first play that I started this video with. You can see our player here who is lined up not on the line of scrimmage, clearly not on the line of scrimmage. And the block that he makes by the defensive player is not immediate. It's a delayed block. So this player does not meet the criteria on this play. This would be an illegal block below the waist against the defense, 15-yard penalty. Looks like the end of the run is beyond the line of scrimmage, so we'd add that on to the end of the run on this play against the defense. Now, as we come back to this play, let's talk about the fact we've identified it and we should have markers down. How or who should get this? Who should have the markers down? Well, first of all, on a safety foul like this, if all five officials, I'm just saying, had markers down, that'd be okay because it's a safety foul. But the line judge is on our right-hand side here of the screen. The line judge would be primary on this. It happens right on the end of the line of scrimmage. Should be able to identify that and see that. Now, if the line judge doesn't see that, who else could potentially see that? We see the referee in the background there looking that way or facing that way. The referee may have an opportunity noticing that this is not an immediate block. It's a delayed block. Is this within the umpire's view? That's questionable. I'm not sure. The umpire, does have that guard center guard. Did he transition that way enough? I don't know. Did the back judge potentially see this? If the back judge was looking this way and sees it, there's nothing wrong with putting a marker down for the back judge on this because, again, this is a illegal block below the waist. It's a safety foul. We want to get these. We don't want to miss these. And if any official has it, we get it. As we come back to our second play, we're going to look at the player I've highlighted there inside the red circle. And we got to ask ourselves, does he meet the criteria? Was he on the line of scrimmage at the snap? Yes. Was that block immediate? No. Another question here is, was he inside the free blocking zone? If you look at where the snap of the ball is and where he's positioned, for sure you can make a case here that he's outside the free blocking zone. But we know this block is not immediate. There's a delay here, and then he blocks. This is where we want a marker down on the field. Illegal block below the waist. We're going to enforce this in the previous spot. Let's go get the defense. We're inside the 20-yard line, so we have a half the distance foul on this play. This is one we want to get again because this is a safety foul. And on this play, we can clearly see we have a coach here who's pointing out that foul, and he's not thrilled about the fact that there's no marker down. So, how can we get this? Who's responsible for this? Well, when we look at this play again, we can see that our side here of the line judge is clearly where this play is coming to, and this is the a pulling lineman coming this way, and that defensive player, the defensive tackle, goes down and clearly blocks him below the waist, right? Probably in good position for our line judge to see as we look here. Right here, it opens up. We should be able to see this. Now, I'm not quite sure the umpire can see it where it happens. It might be behind. He might be shielded. The other potential here is the referee. Could the referee see that this block was definitely not immediate and get a marker down? Potentially, yes. Back judge, I'm not sure whether you can see it or not. But this is a situation where if any official on the field got a marker down on this, we would be praising them for saving the crew if we didn't get it. We need to be prepared and ready for this and be able to identify this and get a marker down, appropriately penalize this, because this can be a severe safety foul because it can lead to potential significant injuries against the player. And although our flag doesn't prevent that injury, at least we've penalized it. Just one final look at these two plays, and I ask you, thinking yourself, how are you from your position on the field going to prepare yourself in your next game or your future games and this season or the seasons beyond to recognize this, prepare for this, be ready for this, be able to identify the illegal block below the waist by a defensive player and appropriately penalize it? What are you going to do from your perspective or your position to be better prepared and ready so that you can make the right call on the field and we can get this call correct? Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch this week video where we talked about blocking below the waist. Let's be ready for this. Let's prepare. Let's be able to identify the illegal blocks below the waist. Until my next video, take care.